It is Sunday, April 12, 2020. Happy Easter and welcome to LCJ Live. I'm Lights Camera Jackson. Hope you're enjoying a nice, safe, but still productive and wonderful holiday. We got a lot to talk about because there's still a lot going on in the world of entertainment. But hopefully you're gathering around with your family. Maybe you'll watch a movie today or a holiday special. The Ice Age holiday special is tonight at 7:30 on Fox. I've got Woodstock and Snoopy here to celebrate Easter with you on this edition of LCJ Live, this special holiday edition. And maybe you'll be watching Trolls World Tour off of video on demand or wherever you get your motion pictures, because Trolls World Tour is available now for families to watch on VOD. You know, I was talking with director Walt Dorn and producer Gina Shea, and I asked about a week and a half ago, and I asked Gina, how's Universal going to release the numbers for the, either in-theater box office, because it is in a few theaters. It's actually in about 20 drive-ins around the country, according to Universal, releasing that statement to Variety, along with some indoor theaters that are still open. How are they going to release that box office? How are they going to release the money it is going to make off of VOD and digital platforms? And she's like, your guess is as good as mine. So we will see what happens. Maybe because today's the Easter holiday, they don't want to give out estimates or early numbers. But look out Monday and Tuesday for some, hopefully, some stories and some interesting stories about the box office results and the VOD gross for DreamWorks Animation's Trolls World Tour. It has started a trend now of films that were originally supposed to be released in theaters that have shifted over to that video-on-demand state. You've got The Lovebirds heading to Netflix, Artemis Fowl heading to Disney Plus, and My Spy heading to Amazon Prime Video. So everybody's in this game. But the question is, when are those three films going to be released? Still don't have, or debut, I should say. We still don't have those first day opening dates on streaming services yet for those films, but we will see what happens when we get there. Brendan Cassidy, too, happy Easter. Thanks for being here on LCJ Live. So Trolls World Tour, certainly the big entertainment thing everybody's talking about this weekend, spending time with families, watching this at home. It's an hour and a half. You get it for 48 hours. You pay $19.99 and you get Trolls World Tour for 48 hours. DreamWorks Animation making a bold move with Universal doing this. I'm glad they have done it. And if you're a fan of the first Trolls, check out Trolls World Tour. Let me know what you think on Twitter at LCJ Reviews. Happy Easter to everybody. Hope you're having a nice day. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire has been doing well. And the show came back the other night with Jimmy Kimmel, and I'm glad that he was picked by Regis and Michael Davies as host. He's doing a nice job. The ratings were pretty good, especially off of the Modern Family finale, which I enjoyed. We'll see what happens this week. Something supposedly wacky happens on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. So we will see this Wednesday night, 10 o'clock on ABC. During the week, I had the chance to screen Quiz. Quiz is a new mini-series devoted to the scandal surrounding Who Wants to Be a Millionaire back in 2001 over in the UK. It is premiering on AMC May 31st. I gotta tell you, I love this. I love Quiz. It is really exciting, really dramatic. Stephen Frears is the director of it. Quiz. I'm gonna have more on it later this week. I watched a bunch of movies over the past week, a bunch of miniseries as well. Not only Quiz, but Hollywood, a new miniseries from Ryan Murphy heading to Netflix on May 1st. I checked out the first couple episodes of that. Watched a movie called Close Encounters of the Fifth Kind. It's a documentary on UFOs and aliens and extraterrestrial life. And what would happen if they came to Earth? Do they come to Earth? All of that. Close Encounters. I reviewed that with Mike Sargent on a new episode of the Too Fast, Two Films podcast. Check it out on Twitter at Too Fast, Two Films. The website is toofast2films.com. Watched a family movie called The Main Event, which is on Netflix right now. It's a WWE family comedy. And what's interesting about, I'll get to more of Modern Family in a second, Bob Hall. Thanks for watching. What's interesting about The Main Event is, WWE right now is one of the only sports, one of the only activities, one of the only big network television programs that is still currently in production in their studio, per se. I know they're getting a little flack for that. I know somebody from the WWE just got the coronavirus. But if you're a WWE fan, you're going to enjoy The Main Event, even if you're not a kid. Because that's what's successful about this film. It's still funny. It's still entertaining enough, with the exception of one or two scenes, that you will enjoy the main event. So check that out on Netflix. Watched some more stuff. Another film called Bull, which comes out also May 1st, video on demand. I'm going to have my review of that closer to its release, but it's a quiet drama about a former bull rider, becomes a wrangler, young girl, their relationship, a little different than you might expect. Bull comes out May 1st. Now, on to the Modern Family episode. Here's the thing. Modern Family. I didn't start watching this show until about 4 or 5 years in. And a lot of people were saying, oh, Modern Family started really not getting good about 5th, 6th, 7th seasons in. I thought the show was all right. It was fine. Maybe declined a little bit, a couple of years ago. Started getting better, and I think this final season was good overall. And I think the finale was well done. It's interesting, watching a show sort of live. I watched it at 9:30 on Wednesday. I wanted the DVR recording to start so I didn't have to go through the commercials, so I could, watch the commercials live. So I started watching it from about 9:30 to 10:15 on Wednesday. Rare that I've watched a show live these days. It's all, DVR recordings. But it felt like an event. I mean, that's what series finales are, and that's how I've always felt. They feel like TV events, with the exception of live award shows, live major sporting events. Game shows are getting up there again in terms of being event television, but you want to talk about something that a lot of people are going to watch. It's a series finale of a show that's been on 11 years. And Modern Family had its biggest ratings in 3 years and 3 months because people wanted to watch the final episode. I think it's a good send-off. I think some of the storylines on it weren't quite as successful as others, but as a whole, it was a warm send-off, this Modern Family finale. I'm not going to spoil things if you haven't watched it yet, but I'm satisfied. I'm good with where things end when it comes to Modern Family. Will there be a spin-off of the show? Who knows? You do these characters for a long time. Look, Frasier was 11 years after Cheers for so long. Can there be a spin-off of Modern Family? Look, the way television is these days, I don't know how immediate we're looking at for anything happening, but maybe it'll happen, maybe it won't. Maybe they'll just let these characters be. What's up, D-Turin? Thanks for being here on LCJ Live. Happy Easter. Show called Midnight Gospel starts next Monday the 20th on Netflix. And I got a new LCJ Q&A podcast episode going up tomorrow with Duncan Trussell. He's the co-creator of the show, voices the main character. He's one of the biggest podcasters out there. And we talk about Midnight Gospel and the risks taken with this really unique animated show about these creatures from other worlds and how it blends in with a podcast. So the Midnight Gospel, new LCJ Q&A episode coming at you tomorrow. And then a week from today, another new LCJ Q&A podcast episode with Chris Perrin of The Willoughbys. He's the director of this new Netflix animated movie that comes out April 22nd. Huge all-star cast with it. There are so many things Netflix is doing. They got movie after movie, show after show coming at you during this time. A lot in the can, a lot they've been working on, and a lot of films in production to come out at the end of the year, be released for award season, if we get an award season. But they got a lot. They got the Chris Hemsworth action movie Extraction coming out on the 24th. There is a lot happening. You look at network television, you look at these streaming platforms, you look at cable, Bad Education, HBO, April 25, best movie of the year. There is a lot going on. So you really should not take this period of time where we're looking at entertainment and just say, oh, most of the movie theaters are closed, I'm going to write off entertainment. No, there's so much going on. A lot of shows in the can that are going to be on. Look at The Last OG, Tracy Morgan. Comedy, TBS, back for season 3 on Tuesday nights. I watched the season premiere last night. Not really funny, which is too bad. Hopefully it gets better, but, a show like that, I think all the episodes are done, at least enough of them to where TBS wants to put on some of the season on television. There's a lot going on, so stick with me and stick with what's going on because new stuff is happening every day. I'm watching new stuff, new movies. I thank the studios for sending me screeners of these films and shows early. I really appreciate it, and I know they're doing the same for a lot of other entertainment film critics and journalists around the country. It is great. It really is. That studios are willing to send us this content early and to get this content out there to families. Look at what Disney Plus is doing, putting on the Maggie Simpson short, putting on these nature documentaries, grabbing Artemis Fowl. They know that this is quite a unique time, and that families need to watch certain things. Look at what Universal did with Trolls. So I really appreciate it. I think a lot of other people around the country appreciate everything going on. Have you seen Harley Quinn in the DC universe? Jamie Senborak. You talk about television, more television show. I don't watch a lot of the, those DC shows, but I did see Birds of Prey. Not a huge fan of Birds of Prey. I liked Margot Robbie better as Harley Quinn in Suicide Squad. Now let's talk Birds of Prey for a second here on this Easter edition of LCJ Live. Warner Brothers says, all right, after 2 weeks of making this movie, $19.99 on VOD, we gotta knock it down to $5.99. I can see a film like Trolls, brand new, big, $19.99. Makes sense. But a film that was already out in theaters and made enough money in its theatrical run, like Birds of Prey, $19.99 on VOD is a lot. A film it's essentially a second run viewing. Even second run movie theaters are closed in most parts of the country, including where I live in upstate New York. During this time right now, Birds of Prey would be in its second run phase, coming close to its digital and DVD release. So you're essentially saying this film is second run and you want me to pay $19.99, where if it was in a theater in the second run period of time, I could pay $4. Yeah, so I think Warner Brothers finally got it in their heads that they needed to knock it down to $5.99. Maybe that'll increase the views for it. We'll see. For Birds of Prey. More films come to digital. More films coming to DVD over the next several weeks. And again, films on television. Miniseries on television. Quiz. Hollywood. The Eddie, Damien Chazelle's miniseries starts May 8th on Netflix. Bad Education. There is a lot coming. Animation-wise, Solar Opposites from the creator of Rick and Morty. I've seen an episode of that. It's on Hulu, May 8th. Central Park. Josh Gad, new animated series. May 29th. Apple TV Plus. Apple TV Plus this Friday is a half-hour special for Earth Day animated called Here We Are, Notes for Living on Planet Earth. It's got Jacob Tremblay, Chris O'Dowd, Ruth Negga, Meryl Streep. What a voice cast. And it's a really sweet, nice short that I think you can watch with the whole family and kids learn something about the planet Earth without it being too preachy. Here We Are, Apple TV Plus this Friday. Next Sunday, Michael Jordan's Last Dance, right? It's back, it's starting. New documentary series, ESPN. Again, there's something going on every day. Celebrity IOU starts tomorrow night on HGTV. Brad Pitt helps renovate a house. Wow. Melissa McCarthy's on it next week. Big stars coming to HGTV. Who would have thought that would have happened a couple of years ago? The Brady Bunch has paved the way for HGTV to do more stuff like this. Celebrity IOU starts tomorrow night. So there is a lot happening. New Bachelor show. Bachelor, listen to your heart. Chris Harrison is hosting it. He said in an interview recently that he watched Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper perform at the Oscars, and their chemistry, their sexual chemistry people were talking about, and he thought, whoa, if that could happen, could we do this in a Bachelor format? And so ABC got 6 weeks out of it for this spring. So yes, there are new shows, new films, news, NEW. I learned that. If there's one thing I got out of my college experience, it was the reinforcement that the first three letters of news are new. So new stuff all the time is happening in the world of entertainment, movies, television, music. So be here for more LCJ Lives over the next several weeks, and just keep tuned to what's happening. I've been doing this show for 2 years now. We're celebrating 2 years of LCJ Live, the 15th, which is Wednesday. I started this show Sunday, April 15, 2018. And now here we are 2 years later, more than 100 episodes of LCJ Live. Thousands of viewers have tuned in to watch me talk about the entertainment news and the box office and the updates with all of you. And I so appreciate the viewership. I so appreciate the comments and what you've had to say about the world of entertainment and motion pictures. We're going to keep going because there is no reason to slow down during this period of time. Working on some cool videos and some cool projects as well that I'll have to show for all of you in the next couple of weeks, and some big things in the works. So keep it here to LCJ Live. But most importantly, stay safe. You know, Easter is normally a holiday where you may go to Mass, you may go out to lunch, brunch with family members, gather around, indoors, outdoors, and maybe this year probably isn't like that. It's not like that for me, it's probably not like that for you, but make the most of it, make the best of it, and stay positive. That's what I've been telling people and writing in emails and messages to people. Not only stay safe, stay healthy, but stay positive and stay as busy as you can. And enjoy everything. That's the way we are going to get through this. I enjoyed watching Tom Hanks last night come into Saturday Night Live, a nice little surprise, and actually one of the better monologue scripts in a long time for SNL. But yeah, he said, you know, we're in this for the duration, however long this may be. A month ago today was the last time I went to a movie in a theater, and it was for Bloodshot. That was the last time I went to the movies, was Thursday, March 12th. Here it is, Sunday, April 12th. A lot has happened in the past month. Our lives have been changed. Tom Hanks getting the coronavirus kind of kicked things off in a lot of ways for the entertainment world on Wednesday, March 11th. So it was exactly 1 month from that to him doing a monologue on Saturday Night Live, looking great, sounding great, all of that. Yeah, lots happened in a month. But hopefully, this will all be over soon. Just stay safe, stay positive, stay healthy. And when we're back here next Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern for the start of the 3rd year of LCJ Live, we'll talk about more of what's happening in movies and television and see if any new release dates, opening dates, things are changed, things are announced. We'll see about all of that back here next Sunday. I'll have reviews of more new movies. Big week to talk about with Willoughby's and Bad Education and Extraction and lots of stuff happening. So come back. See us again next Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern for another episode of LCJ Live. As always, follow me on Twitter at LCJ Reviews, Instagram at LightsCamJackson, and that website is lights-camera-jackson.com. I'm LCJ. Happy Easter. Enjoy it with your loved ones. Give somebody a call today. Even if it's a FaceTime or a Skype or just a good old-fashioned phone call, give a loved one a call today. That'd be really nice. And I'll see you back here next Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern. Bye-bye. Happy Easter. Thanks for watching.